Hello everyone, this next video is just for fun. Also, before we get into it, have your parents watch it. You guys can watch it as well. Most of you guys already know these techniques. But I am standing on mats. So for me to do what I'm about to do, which is forward rolls and other techniques like that, it's not that big of a deal, and I know that I'm safe. When you guys are practicing this at home, number one, do not practice any of these movements if your parents tell you not to. So that means do not start doing forward rolls on your bed or on the couch, and definitely not on any hard surfaces like a hard floor. Definitely not outside on a hard surface. So talk to your parents first. If you have mats, obviously you have something safe you can roll on, and maybe there's a softer area in your house, maybe carpeting, that your parents tell you it's okay to practice on as well. Okay? If you guys are good at rolls and you know rolls, it's a different story. You should still talk to your parents about it, but as long as I tell you in class that you're doing it safe, you should be okay. And if this is a newer thing, you could definitely practice the steps without actually doing the rolls. Or you could do them nice and slow, just like I'm about to show you first. Okay, so our first technique, we're going to go through them really quick, is a regular forward roll. So for a regular forward roll, I'm going to do it sideways. I start my guard stance, okay? We don't do gymnastic style rolls, which are forward rolls, like this style. So feet are under the shoulders and we go straight forward and come up. Not that those are bad rolls, but in karate, we always want to try to come back to our guard stance. So from our guard stance, I take my back hand and I bring it down to the floor, okay? Just like this. Now this hand, it's going to go pinky finger up, and I'm basically going to bring it back towards and past my back leg. So here. Now this is really step by step. When you guys get good at forward rolls, you don't have to do it like this. But this is just one way you could do it. So the back hand goes to the floor, and the front hand goes pinky finger up. I reach forward and through, and I'm already down low. Now if I keep reaching forward and I keep bending the knees, eventually I'm going to have to roll, because otherwise I'm just going to get stuck. So this back leg is going to push me just like it would if I was running a sprint or running a race. If I was here and I bent and I pushed off to run my race, it would be the same exact idea, but with a forward roll. So from here, back hand touches the floor, front hand goes through, and then I tuck and I roll. Okay? Watch it again. Not too sure if I went off camera. Hopefully I didn't. But the beginning part is the most important anyways for your practice. So here, back hand goes down. Front hand goes through. I'm going to roll nice and smooth on my shoulder. From my shoulder down to the opposite hip. This way, come right up to my stance. Okay, one more note. This back leg is going to bend, just like that. Okay, the reason this back leg bends, you guys might have seen it in class, or you might actually do it yourself when you do forward rolls. If you keep your legs straight, it's really hard to stand up. So if I were to roll and keep my legs straight on the landing, then I have to go through all of this to stand back up. And it's not that smooth. When this leg is bent, I can push myself right up. And the momentum should get me on this foot. So I'll show you one a little faster. Hand goes down, hand goes through, tuck, and roll. Okay? A little drill for you guys if you have the space. Don't hurt yourself. Remember, the faster you guys go on techniques and drills, the more likely it is for mistakes and injuries. So you have to be careful. But you could go, if you guys can handle doing both shoulders, from side to side. So you could go this direction, tuck and roll on the left, and then turn, tuck and roll on the right. Left, right, left, right. Whew. That's enough to make you dizzy, but you definitely can practice it. So those are your forward rolls. Also guys, if the whole back hand to the floor, front hand through is a little bit confusing, then you can make a diamond. Okay, make your diamond, put it on the floor, or simply just put both hands on the floor, just like this. All right, now we're going to move on to our next combination. Actually, not really a combination. This is called a kip up. So I'll show you one fast, and then I'll show you how to break it down. So kip up is where you're basically sitting down or laying down, and you come up to your feet one motion. Okay? So let's go back and kip up. Harder technique. For me, it took me a really, really long time to get it. Just a lot of practice. It was always one of those cool moves I saw in the movies and the fight choreography that I always wanted to do. But again, some of you guys are going to practice it on the first shot. You'll be able to get it. And some of you guys, it might take you a little while. But you have time, so practice and try to get it down if you want. So for the kip up, here's how we start. Number one, we're going to start sitting down, feet flat. Okay. First thing you're going to have to be able to do, or at least understand, is a bridge. So when you guys do a bridge for gymnastics or for anything else, we're going to start feet flat, laying on our back. we're going to take our hands and we're going to put them right by our head. So my fingers are pointing back towards me and my elbows are going to the sky. If I do it this way or this way, I'm just basically going to go up into a crab walk position, which is not the move. So fingers are facing basically back right now. Okay, palms up to the sky. And let those hands twist this direction. So my fingers are facing back towards me now. Feet coming close to your butt, and you're basically just going to push up off the ground using your legs and your arms and get your belt knot or your hips up to the sky. And you're going to work on holding that position. So again, here, and push up. Okay, the next part is the roll that we do in the beginning of our kip up. This is part of the easy part of the drill. So we sit up. We're basically going to roll back, pull the knees into the chest, put the hands by the head, and that's it. We're going to load ourselves up right on the top of our shoulders like this. Then we come right back up. And then we're right back up. One more time. And then we're right back up. Be careful, if you guys are on a harder floor, you don't want to be hitting your head on the ground very hard at all, but it does have to touch. So you have to keep that in mind for this drill. Your head does have to touch the ground, but you don't want it to touch hard or hit hard. All right, from here, this is tougher, but we're going to try to put those two things together. So we're going to roll back, and then we kick into the bridge. Again, a little bit harder, but for most of you guys that are flexible, shouldn't be too tough. But give it a try. So we have our bridge, then we have our rolling motion, then we put those two things together. So the very last part is you want to kick your feet up really fast, bring your shoulder blades and your head off the ground, and you can use your hands to almost do a reverse push-up to get you off the ground. But you have to do it all one motion. Another tip is when you guys are kicking, don't kick up, because you're not going to stand on the ceiling, so you're not going to kick up towards the ceiling. You want to kick your feet back to where you're going to stand. So I'm going to bring my feet up, and I'm going to circle them back right underneath my butt and try to get up on my feet. So I'll show you one. Here. That's your kip up, using your hands. Okay? Watch it again. If you guys wanted to start standing, that's fine. You can get the momentum from here. You can bend almost like a squat and just roll back to your shoulders. And if you want to start from down position, just start with feet here. Okay? Knees are in, feet are close to your butt. Roll back for momentum. And kip up. So, that's something for you to practice. Show me the progressions on those guys. Very last one, for those of you guys that have your roll and you have your kip up. This is called a rolling kip up. A little bit tougher, but again, you have time, and as long as you have a little bit of drive or determination, you'll be able to get moves like this. So, we're going to start on our knees. When we do our forward roll motion, we're not going to do a shoulder roll like I told you guys to do earlier. We're actually going to go back to what we did when I showed you guys the gymnastics roll in the beginning. So, hands are up, palms are forward. I'm going to put our hands on the floor. Fingers facing where we want to go. So from here, I'm going to bring my head down, but I don't want the top of my head on the floor. I want to tuck my chin in, push off my legs a little bit, and I want to load myself right on the top of my shoulders. So basically, if we were going to do a kip up like we just practiced, this position right here, where I'm loaded up on my shoulders and my hands are ready to push and my knees are in my chest, I have to get there, but I'm not going back to do it. I'm going to go forward to do it. So from here, hands are down, I'm going to tuck. And as my shoulders hit the ground, that's when the kip up happens. So I'll show you, hands down, and that's your rolling kip up. Okay? Again, a little bit on the tougher side, but I'll show you one more time. So we're here. Palms are forward, fingers are down. If you guys are a little bit uncomfortable in the beginning, what I suggest you guys do is try to load up on your shoulders, but don't kick. So tuck your chin and load, and then just kind of go back. Because you want to make sure once you get here, that's when the kick happens. And you kick your feet back to the floor. All right, so watch one more time. We're here, hands down. You're going to tuck the chin, shoulders to the ground. And there's your rolling kip up. Forward rolls, kip ups, rolling kip ups. I am very interested in seeing who can get the kip up or the rolling kip up. So if you can, please send me some videos, post them up on Facebook so other people can see them. And after this extra lesson that we did, do your workout challenge and send that in as well. All right, thanks guys. Have fun with those moves.